Hey guys, I got an interview I got with Lady Lines that I did right around Christmas time. We want to go ahead and throw that up. I want to get you guys seeing some more of what she's got going on. Amazing pinstriper, beautiful person, beautiful lady, awesome work. She's just super cool. Love to be around her. Super look forward to seeing where she goes in the future. Please check it out and we'll get that rolling for you. Thanks.
I just read that speaker.
I
just read the speaker.
Oh, penis tastes great? Does it?
No comment.
The world would like to know. You've only been doing it active full time for 18 days. In 18 days. Like, that's freaking ridiculous. She was just at Chili's serving you freaking chips and salsa, motherfucker. But we're sitting here with Miss Lady Lines herself, Brittany. You just did some epic stuff on here. Like, I just absolutely love your designs. This is one of the ones. We'll have a lot more picture and video of like all of them going around. It's, you don't even know how cool some of it is. The tiki man on the back with the mustache. So, you told me the other day, and it absolutely blew my mind, that you just started this journey. So, it was November, you said 20th?
November 20th, I sent my boss, I quit. Word for word.
So, she literally has been doing this for, like, 18 days that she's been on the road and just slaughtering it. And just, she's like, yo, peace out, Chili's. And now she's like, full on going around the road, killing it. By the way, we want to get her more work. So, whoever's out there, I know she let this leak earlier. She wants to go on the road in January. So she's going to let go of competition to see which state wants to get her first. So the most jobs is going to get her out there. Most jobs, most money. So just to be clear.
I'm excited.
Oh yeah, that's just crazy. Like, you're like, oh yeah, I just went to Texas. Now I'm going up to Kansas. Then I'm going to go up to Kansas City. You know, that's just nuts. Like, nobody just, you know, when did you start pinstriping? 2007.
Late 2007.
So that's why it looks like, I even called it before. I said, oh man, this art looks like somebody's been doing it for 15 years. You're like, well, close, like 13. You know, because you just land sick lines. I even watched you, I even caught you back. You can go back, she can go backwards with the pinstripe brush as she's going. So she's like, oh, instead of getting on the other side and pulling that line, no, I will flip this sucker around, hold it crazily, and still pull the steadiest curved line. I did do one pinstripe job left-handed, and instead of doing it, we just did dagger strokes, and I made it like slashed. Because it was so crappy, just slash. That'll fix it. So let's talk a little bit about you. You're from Louisiana. Is that where you're born and raised?
Nope. I was born and raised in Tacoma, Washington.
So Washington to Louisiana. Why the change? You just didn't like the rain?
Well, no, my dad has family in Louisiana. I came down one summer and visited my grandparents. My Mimi and Papa, they're the ones that made me want to move down, and my husband. Known him for about 17 years, but yeah, I moved down shortly after high school and been here for 10 years on January 15th.
Oh, that's cool.
Or down there.
So you went and graduated high school up there. So that means you would have started pinstriping up there.
Yep.
So you started pinstriping in Washington, then took it down to Louisiana, then now you're just slaying it down there.
First car show I ever went to was The Good Guys at Puyallup.
Oh, that's a cool show. That's definitely a cool show.
Bunch of cars, bunch of people. First place I pinstriped a car in front of about 100 people. So that was a little nerve-wracking. Mom said, hey, look. I look up and there's people watching me. It's about the only time I ever really got nervous when people were watching me.
You got pretty used to the camera. At first you were kind of like, ah.
I was at first.
Because we got lots of footage. We probably recorded 40 hours of it between all the cameras and everything like that. So
I'm a natural.
No, I definitely know we got some poses with you sitting back with your foot and you're trying to chew into your rug.
Oh yeah, there's teeth marks on all of my brushes. That's where I hold it.
Now, I know the paint you love using is One Shot.
One Shot, that's it.
And just love how it works and everything like that. So One Shot, you need to hook this chick up. Like, no shit. Like, y'all want to make some money, up and coming, just trust me. Like, it's ridiculous.
I've tried to get people to hand me other paint, and I don't like it. I just don't.
See, I found
That's what I
myself not
learned
liking the urethanes either. Like, they don't pull the same.
Well, and doing it outside too, the one shot just works with the weather because you can thin it out or not, and it works.
Yeah, don't have to worry about clearing over, hardener, or nothing like that. It's done. It's over. So you assholes make. We love all the other paints you make. So, what was your first car?
My first car was technically a Rambler Nash station wagon. I cannot remember the year to save my life. My dad would know. The first one that was actually in my name was either the S10 Blazer or the F-150. I think it was a 97 or 98 F-150. I wrecked it. I ran over a Toyota. She was in my way. I only drove the Nash a few times, but...
Then you got into a Ford truck, and then what'd you end up after? So was that in Washington, or was that in...
Yes, Washington.
So you're out there driving a big truck in, like, Hippieville.
Mm-hmm.
All the tree huggers, they must have loved you.
Oh, yeah. No. Especially when I ran over the Toyota.
See, with the Nash Rambler, you would have been with all the hipsters. They would have been like, oh, it's so sweet.
I drove it to church once. A couple times around the neighborhood after that.
Well, see, every time I think of like a Nash Rambler, I always think man bun for some reason.
I didn't have a man bun.
No, I mean like the guy that's driving them now.
I loved it. It was red and black.
Ooh, that's a sweet one too.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure the clock that was in the dash worked.
It might be one of very few that had something that actually worked.
Yep.
So I know you were telling me before your dad's like your biggest fan, which I thought was really cool.
It's mutual.
So you're like a daddy's girl?
Oh yeah. Love my mama, but definitely daddy's girl. For sure.
It's awesome when you have the support from the family and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's funny, we were going through the pictures on my Facebook, all the old pictures, and I saw a picture of my dad really young talking to me at one of the panel jams. And it was so weird seeing him that young. You're not old, Dad.
Funny you bring up panel jams. She's available to do panel jams. Let her know. She will come out, lay some sick-ass stripes, and help you guys raise money for whatever you're doing.
Yep.
So, hit her up. We're going to be putting her number on all kinds of stuff. Please. No, so when we first started off on this, I said, go any direction you wanted to go. What'd you think in that moment? Were you just scared shitless? Were you like, well, I don't know which way to go?
I don't know if I was scared so much as I was just like, if it was mine, what would I do to it? And I like all different stuff. I don't know. I saw how much was going on with this, and so I figured, I'll add more. So I just went with it. And
I love how, because it's got Nando did some epic line work on it when we were down in Vegas. So it's got the rusted lines in it, and now we've resanded it. So it's going to get redder when we go to clear coat it. So it's going to change colors. So a lot of the colors she did are going to complement the colors it's going to change when we actually throw the clear coat on it. So you're actually going to see a whole nother second level of it, which is going to be wicked. So, but like the colors she chose, I think are really going to pop because everything kind of chases and kind of frames out right. I am very impressed by how you were able to interpret and take from what he had put in there and make it your own. You didn't choose, a lot of people had chose the easy way and just done the lines that were already there and just tried to accent them. Mm-hmm. And you found the shapes that you loved in the lines and made it your own. Yep. I still can't get over this whole, you just started this thing. It still blows my mind. Me too. So what kicked it off? Did you just tired? You just all right, I finally trust my abilities in art. Or were you just Chili's, eat a dick?
Pretty much Chili's, eat a dick. No, I did that first semi-truck I did over in Biloxi, Mississippi. That really actually got me thinking, okay, I can really do this. Because I posted that truck and got more likes and comments and messages than I ever thought I would.
It's just crazy. You just came out of the woodwork swinging.
I tried to. But no, after that, I got the 4 different ones from the same company. Did them over at Peterbilt in Shreveport. And that was a fun 4 days. I think that legendary brown one is still one of my favorites so far that I've done. That color was just badass.
Right here. Oh. That was a look at Cody, just so you know. The funny part is I know he saves all the weird noises and everything. He's going to torture me someday.
It's awesome.
It's going to be like, what do you think of this, BJ? It's fun having fun doing stuff, because if you're not having fun enjoying it, you know, and following your passion and following your dreams, you know, it's like I was telling you, like I told you the journey of where I had come from and gotten to, and it's just crazy seeing yours start. And you've got so much fun stuff ahead, because as soon as it's like taking your life in your own hands, and it's just like following your own dream. It's so scary, but at the same time, exhilarating.
Mm-hmm. Definitely scary. I was terrified at first. Like, when I told my husband I was quitting my job, he was like, oh, okay, this is really happening. I don't think anybody believed that I really was quitting my job until I quit. Because I'd always said, man, I need a job. Probably.
We're like, we ain't going to get no more discount.
No, probably.
Baby back ribs.
No, he was really super supportive. My whole family was. I mean, and that was the biggest part of it, I think. They've always been supportive. But I feel like this time it was just more so. It just gave me the little oomph that I needed.
Well, and like I was talking about my wife. My wife is so supportive of everything I do. And having that backup person behind you as you're pushing as hard as you can to make this dream happen, having that person back you was just the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
Like, because you know that it's like they're there to help push you and support you, like, as you go through. Because you're going to have moments where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. And you're going to have moments like, I don't want to come home.
I think I'm there right now. But I don't want to go home. I just want to keep going from here, but...
It was Christmas time to take a little bit of a break.
I think the first of the year is going to be a good time to just go ahead and get after it 100%. I'm already at it 100%, but...
Well, I think that'll be so much fun, especially if we can get people out there trying to say, hey, we want to hire and stuff like that, and we'll figure out which way she's going to go, East Coast, West Coast.
Heck yeah.
Figure out which way you're going to go, and, you know, we've even got people calling from Japan wanting to hook it up. I was laughing my butt off about that. They're like, oh, she's available. We can't travel with COVID yet, but we could probably figure something out.
I'm down. I want to go everywhere. I really do.
So that's the fun thing. That's same thing we're doing, is going on adventures and starting to build our travel team. The adventure part of it's so much fun. I can remember when I was striping way back in the day, traveling from one spot to another. It was so fun. Like, the people I met, the people that embraced me, because it was like I had accepted the fact that there was no other thing I wanted to do in this world than do art.
Yeah.
And as soon as you take that moment and realize I can do it, I can make cool enough art to be able to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
And be able to support what I'm doing. You know, that's the best feeling, knowing that your hands are in control of your own future.
Yep. I think that was definitely an aha moment for me too, when I was pinstriping that truck and getting all that comments. Was,
Ready.
that was definitely a big moment for me. It was just kind of like, wow, yeah, like you just said, I can do this.
You know, and we were talking about like the pay and stuff like that, and you're like, we were just joking back and forth, and it's like, you're like, oh, you know, it's like, oh, that should be like a month of what you're making, you know, there, and you're like, no, that's like 4 months. Mm-hmm. And that just blew my mind too. I'm like, holy crap, like you should have been here before. Like, you should have been.
I'm proud of myself too. I know that's hard for some people to say, but I really am. I've stepped out a lot from where I was.
Oh yeah, and it's fun watching. I'm gonna enjoy completely watching you grow, because this is the beginning of your journey.
I'm excited. I'm excited where I'm gonna go. There's no telling where I'm gonna go next.
Oh, that's the coolest part. You're gonna see her roll up in this big giant truck. A little scary, but you'll see a tiny girl come out, and it's all right. No, that's the funnest part about going on the journeys and going on the trips and everything like that, is the people you're going to meet and some of the cars you're going to do. Like, I know we're going to have her at SEMA this year, which is going to be so exciting, because she's never even been to SEMA. And I think we're going to bring your dad along too.
I hope so.
So we'll get him a ticket too,
That'd
just so he can roll up, so you can daddy-daughter dad out.
Hell yeah. He's going to cry.
Give it to him for Christmas.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Be like, you know, like random little thing, like you can go to SEMA. Actually, you know what would be funny is to figure, because you know everybody jokes about SEMA tickets. Print out fake SEMA tickets because I know they're online. They're like, because we have badges.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's like, man, did you get your tickets for SEMA?
Definitely excited for SEMA though. For
Yeah,
sure.
it should be definitely a lot of fun. I know she's going to be in the parking lot at SEMA. I'm hoping we have her on the road, and we've already made enough attention. So speaking to future me, that we have everything going, this should be at the show if it's cruised around. Doc's never been to SEMA, so it'll be fun to roll this into SEMA, and then it's actually shown at SEMA again. And it wouldn't be 2 years in a row because there's a year off because there was no SEMA last year. So technicality, and it looks different. See, it's got lines.
Tattoos.
Well, what's funny is this car has such a cool story because it was built in 90 days. We actually put the interior in at SEMA.
Oh, wow.
So we were putting the side, oh yeah, me and AJ were stapling stuff. I ate a bag of gummy bears that I did not know were weed gummy bears and tried to eat my wallet. I've never been that high. I did not want to be that high. We were trying to walk back to the hotel and AJ's like guiding me and I'm just like, look at the lights. He's like, yeah, let's go to bed. She's part of the Finkdoms, part of the family. Anybody that wants pinstriping, this is our gal. This is who we're sending it to. I'm retired. Thank you. Done. No, you definitely got some skills coming up and coming. I think you'll be able to whoop some people's butts. Because when you take a look at this in person, because it's going to be in most of y'all states, and you better go find it, because we're going to put it in your face everywhere. But now you definitely should come check out her line work. We'll put up information on there for how to hire and how to find her. We're going to help her advertise for a while and help her push. She's part of the Team Empathy that's going to be hitting the road and everything like that. So we're going to tell you about where she's at and kind of catch up with her on the road every once in a while. So we may do some Zoom calls with her and be like, oh, where are you at? You know, and talk to us about some of the other new vehicles you're doing, some of your cool striping. So we're definitely going to keep tabs on where she's at. I'm just glad to really welcome her to the family, and you did an amazing job on Empathy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for hooking her up and making her look so freaking cool.
Thanks for trusting me to do it.
Oh, there was no doubt after I went through your Facebook and stuff like that. I was like, like I told you, I just wanted to have your art and wanted to be able to help you in your career. I didn't even know it was so early in your career to get stuff. We've been helping her fix her logo. Cody's been kicking ass all day, like getting shit fixed. We're going to make her some promo videos. We're going to let you guys see everything. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm excited. Definitely.
I'm excited to see where you're at in a couple of years. Like, I know we're going to be hanging out at SEMA this year. I'm excited to find out then. I'm going to keep tabs on you all through the year because it's just, I know that you're going to be an emerging superstar.
I'm excited, definitely. I use that word a lot, but I don't know what other word to use.
And not only is she an emerging superstar, she's really pretty. So you can hire her, and she's really pretty to watch when she's doing it. You know, it's not as pretty as me.
No.
Well, we all know that. Y'all know that. You don't even see that. No, it's cool to see a woman in the industry again. You know what I mean? To see women pushing in the industry. I love that. I love that it's a man's industry. You're coming in, and you're not afraid. You're just throwing it down. Don't care. Judge me how you want. Just, I'm doing what I'm doing. She did all this in 2 days, which is, to me, a tricolor, everything like that. And she's got so many lines on here. And she was trying, I even told her, I was like, you don't have to be symmetrical. She's like, I'm going to do what I want. And that's what she did. And like, her line weights are on point from beginning to end on the vehicle, which is epic. You know what I mean? Like, I know I may not be the best pinstriper, but I know a lot of guys out there that stripe, and I can definitely tell you she's better than a lot of you motherfuckers.
I'm not the best, though.
No, not yet. But I think here in a few years, you might be challenging the best. You've only been doing it active full time for 18 days. In 18 days. Like, that's freaking ridiculous. She was just at Chili's serving you freaking chips and salsa, motherfuckers. But no, it's been enjoyable hanging out with you this week and like everything else like that. Thank you so much for coming down.
Oh, yeah.
We got you a lot of Truler's gear too, so we'll be hooking you up with that. I know you were using it when you were doing it. It was so much fun. But But thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for what this lady's going to be doing.
I'll be posting a bunch.
So, love you guys.